excited to get started and see where we can take it. It seems like a great fit. Yeah, I'm excited to be here. I spent two really good years with Ipswich. I spent a lot of time in unit meetings and on training pitch and one-to-one working on my game, and I'm excited to be a part of it. Can't wait to play my part in some good times. We're going to be pushing to do some good and exciting things. I can't wait to get on the grass at the training pitch and yeah, get going really.
Marcus Harness, welcome to Huddersfield Town. How does it feel to be a Terrier?
Thank you. It's good. It's exciting. I'm glad it's done now, and yeah, just excited to get started and see where we can take it.
What was it that made Huddersfield Town an attractive opportunity for yourself?
It wasn't on my radar for a couple of weeks ago, to be honest. But obviously, with Granty, the gaffer, getting the job, he gave me a ring and told me a bit about the club and kind of the direction that it's going in and the things that are going on that I wasn't aware of. And yeah, we had a lot of conversations over the last probably week. And yeah, it seems like a great fit, and yeah, I'm excited to be here.
You mentioned Lee Grant, of course you worked with him before at Ipswich Town. How important was that relationship in sort of the move here, and what can we expect from him?
Yeah, it was huge, and he's top drawer. Obviously, I spent two really good years with him at Ipswich. A lot of time because he was obviously the head of the attacking unit at Ipswich. So I spent a lot of time in unit meetings and on training pitch and one-to-ones, working on my game and the team. And obviously, I've felt how he works, and I know the level of detail that he goes into and stuff. So yeah, it was a no-brainer. I was sold very early. So yeah, it's exciting. I'm sure he's gonna do a great job, and I'm gonna do my best to try and help that. And yeah, just excited to be a part of it really.
Fantastic. And in terms of personal aspirations, how do they sort of line up with the club's vision in the future, especially with manager Lee Grant in charge?
Yeah, obviously, I've spoke to the manager about this. It feels very similar to when I joined Ipswich a few years ago, where could have maybe ended up in the Championship, but chose to go to a club that's on the up and a real exciting kind of project where the team's going to get built. There's good lads here already, but we're going to be pushing to do some good and exciting things. And obviously, I've had the best couple of years of my career at the time at Ipswich, and yeah, just excited to try and have another go at something similar. Obviously, it'll be very different, and but yeah, it's exciting.
You mentioned that there's a project going on at the club, lots of change going on throughout the summer. How much of a drawing factor was that in terms of investing into that project at Huddersfield Town?
Yeah, it was a big part of it. Obviously, you always want to be a part of something that's moving in the upward trajectory, and from what I've heard speaking to the manager and the other members of staff that I've spoke to, is that's the direction that the club's on. And just being here today, I can see everything's fresh, everything's new. There's been a lot of work going on in the club clearly. So yeah, it's exciting, and I'm excited to be a part of it, and I can't wait to hopefully play my part in some good times in the future of the club, where obviously the club's in a position where we don't want to be, and I want to play my part in getting back to where it should be really.
You mentioned that it feels a little bit similar to when you joined Ipswich, sort of same level and same aspirations of the club. You've got plenty of experience at this level and of course levels above. You were promoted out of League One a couple of years ago. What does a successful League One club look like to you?
Prepared, everyone being all in, everyone singing off the same hymn sheet and working towards the same cause, which obviously in football clubs that's not always the case. So yeah, I think culture's a big thing, and the manager will be huge on building a good culture. And Jake, who I've spoke to, is also mentioned that. So I think it's something that's really important and something that's already being built here. And I think that will stand us in good stead with the additions and the lads who are already here. to get on the same page and kind of get to where we want to be.
You mentioned that there's a good group here as well. That's a fantastic thing for us to have. Ryan Ledson came through the door last week. You're obviously coming through now. Are there any other lads that you know within the squad that perhaps you've created relationships with before?
Yeah, there's Freddie, who I've played with Ipswich for a couple of years. Get on really well with Freddie, and obviously there's numerous of the other lads who I've played against a lot of times. So I'm sure I'll fit in pretty quickly, and there'll be a lot more through the door. So we'll have to gel quickly. And
obviously, I'm aware that you're only just in the building, but there's an important pre-season ahead, lots of work to do. How much are you looking forward to getting out on the grass?
Yeah, really exciting. Got a couple more weeks to get into shape and get obviously the move done and stuff like that. So got some stuff I need to get arranged, but I can't wait to get on the grass, the training pitch, and meet the lads and feel the training and yeah, get going really.
And for fans that haven't potentially seen you on the field, you've played across a lot of football across the Football League, but for fans that haven't seen you, what can they expect?
In the last couple of years I've played in a few different positions, but like a wide man or an inside forward, maybe a 10-ish, who I always try and create and be a link between attack and defence, and like make things happen at the top end of the pitch. And yeah, decent finisher on my day. So I'd like to be adding goals to my game again, and yeah, hopefully we'll get to see a lot of that.
And where do you think your strongest position is?
From speaking to the manager, I feel like probably on the inside, like the right inside channel is somewhere that I'll probably do my best work. But yeah, I feel like I'm quite versatile. I've played in a lot of different positions over my years, so yeah, could be in a few different positions.
Welcome to Huddersfield Town, Marcus Harness. Very much looking forward to seeing you out on the grass.
Thank you.